3. Or if you want to get technical, 4. Norm of the North 3. Or 4. Yep, it's finally here, guys. The movie that you all have been telling me about since it finally released, Norm of the North 3, or 4. King-sized adventure. I still cannot believe that we have 3 or 4 of these movies, and even worse, we have more on the way after this one. Now, fortunately for us, Splash Entertainment doesn't try to pull another fast one on us, and this time we do only have one movie. A full-length, 90-minute movie. Goody. I guess there's no point in stalling anymore, so let's get into it. Let's see what Splash Entertainment and Dream Factory has come up with. This is Norm of the North 3, King-Sized Adventure. Or Norm of the North 4, King-Sized Adventure. So how do we start off with this piece of shit that literally not one goddamn person in the entire fucking universe asked for? Oh, that's how! By ripping off the rabbit thing from Open Season. Yeah, remember the rabbit thing from Open Season where they would chuck them around like animals? Would you believe this wasn't the first time that Splash Entertainment actually ripped off Open Season? Of course you would! And what exactly does this blatant rip-offery do for the rest of the movie? Nothing! It's just here for the sake of blatant rip-offery. So instead of starting this movie off with this epic chase scene, and I use epic as in epic, we had to cut to it after starting the movie off with a scene that literally rips off another movie for no reason. But hey, I'm going to let that slide because we have a full-length, 90-minute long movie to talk about, and yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more shit to get through, so yeah, fuck it. We're only scratching the shit surface, people. We're scratching the shit surface. So we cut to a chase scene involving 2 planes, where a man by the name of Dexter is trying to steal some artifact from his former partner Jin, and he tries to take it from him by ramming his plane into Jin's.
Why are you doing this, Dexter? We were partners. The artifact should be mine. No, it belongs to the people. Well, I'm a people.
Actually, that is exactly the kind of stupid I expect from a Norm of the North movie at this point. Dumb statements like, I'm a people.
You'll make us both crash.
Yeah, even the movie's well aware how stupid that is. Doesn't change the fact that it's stupid, movie. So we cut away from the epic chase scene to see Norm... Oh, God. It begins. So Norm's grandfather, who's still alive after all this time, asks Norm to supervise a wedding. And whose wedding is it?
Mine!
Huh?
You know that Judith and I have been spending a lot of time together, and I've come to realize that I love her, and she loves me, and we want to marry.
Huh? Okay, not saying old people can't get married, but who is this bitch? We've never seen her before, and now she's marrying Grandpa? It's probably for his money.
And I've come to realize that I love her, and she loves me, and we want to marry.
But who is she? What? I also love the fact that Norm apparently had no idea that his grandpa was not only dating someone, but also plans to marry this broad. Like, isn't that something that families talk about? Oh, that's right, I forgot. This is a Splash Entertainment movie, which means they don't care about women, do they? Yeah, because Grandpa wants to marry this bitch, that will kickstart the subplot. Yeah, there's a subplot in this movie now. And yet, this bitch doesn't even talk. Not one fucking word is said throughout this entire movie by this lady. She doesn't even say I do at the end when they do get married. All for the sake of a subplot this movie desperately didn't need. All to meet the 90-minute runtime. God, this movie really did want to be 2 movies, didn't it? We were this close to getting 4 and 5 like I predicted. One thing that I will admit, though, is that the animation in this movie actually isn't that bad. I mean, granted, it's not theater-worthy, but it's already looking better than the first 2 movies, or 3. The lighting is better, the characters look like they got more rendering, there's even some genuinely nice backgrounds in this movie. Some of them are just 2D backgrounds, but they still look very nice. Norm of the North 3, or 4. Why now do the animators actually care about making this movie look good? They didn't care in the last 2 movies, or 3. You get it, it's weird. It's kind of appreciated, but it's weird.
Don't worry, I got this. What? Go! I can't! Oh, God! It's gonna hurt!
Ah, he's fat. He's fat.
Hey, Olympia, Vera. Hi, Fong.
No! Fuck you, Hair! Fuck you and every animator that made you! So thank the merciful God of this universe that Fong is barely in this movie, so I don't have to worry about him breaking me this time.
Bears don't do the gift thing. We have everything we need. Snow, ice, fish.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Pump the brakes there, movie! Did Norm just say... fish?
We have everything we need. Snow, ice, fish. More...
Fish. Norm just confirmed they will have fish. Which means that people will be eating the fish. So what this movie just confirmed is Norm eats fish. Which means he catches and kills fish and eats them for subsistence. I'm fine with that. But this raises one serious question. What was the fucking point of dealing with that in the first movie? Yeah! Remember how much of a big deal that was? The fact that Norm couldn't catch anything or wouldn't kill anything? Well, now, this movie has confirmed that Norm has no problem with catching and killing and eating fish. God, it's like this movie just acknowledged that that was such a stupid thing in the first movie. Wait, what did this movie just do? Did Norm of the North 3 or 4 just retcon one of the dumb as hell plot points in the first movie? What? First the animation is good, and now they went and retconned something from the first movie? Almost like it never happened? Why? Is this movie actually trying to be good? No. No way in hell. There's no way in hell this movie's gonna be good. No way. We've already seen some stupid shit, so that confirms it. This movie is gonna be stupid. It's gonna be a piece of shit. It has to be. It's Norm of the North 3 or 4. Yeah! No way in hell this movie's gonna be good. Alright? I will admit the animation's good. I'll give it that much. I will admit it's kind of funny to see that they retconned that. I'll give them that much. But this movie's still gonna be a piece of shit. It has to be. It has to be. So Norm's phone goes off thanks to an app that one of his kids put on there, and Norm doesn't know what apps are?
What's that?
You know, Pops, unidentified flying objects, spaceships, aliens.
No, I mean, what's an app?
It's a digitally downloaded application that... It's a special thing your phone does.
See? That's stupid. He has a cell phone, but he doesn't know what apps are. He should know what an app is. See? That's stupid. This movie's stupid, right? I'm not freaking out. So Norm's phone picks up Jen's plane, but not knowing what it is exactly, Norm decides to go and find out. And the lemmings have to come along too. Great.
Guys, this is a dangerous place. Hear that? Blizzard winds. Now go!
Yeah, see, even Norm's sick and tired of the lemmings at this point. And yet, no matter how much we want them to go away, they'll always find a way to come back and haunt us. Yeah, a perfect analogy, I'm sure. So Norm follows Jen's footprints and finds him entering a cave. Jen starts digging, which starts a cave in, but Norm is able to save his life.
Whoa, you okay?
Just a little shaken by the cave-in and woozy from the plane crash.
Yeah, that's usually what cave-ins and plane wrecks do to people. You know, shakes them up a bit, makes them a bit woozy, you know, as opposed to killing them. Curious about why he's out there, Jin tells Norm the whole story. You threw the artifact out of a plane. Are you fucking serious? Why on earth would you throw it out of a plane? You're literally tens of thousands of feet off the ground. I don't care if the artifact is made out of the diamonds from Oprah Winfrey's anus. You're gonna destroy it, you idiot!
A man named Dexter. He and I were partners, curators of antiquities in China at a university museum. I placed computer chips on all the antiquities. Should one get stolen, I would be able to track its location. My suspicions about Dexter...
What? Why did you bring Mr. Green back into this? Even if it's for this brief cameo, who the fuck was asking for a Mr. Green cameo? Seriously.
Fired by the university board, Dexter left in disgrace.
Really? Fired? Not arrested? Don't people who do this sort of thing often get arrested? I bet you just complained about the crime on Twitter instead of actually going to the police, didn't you? Fearing that he won't make it, Shin makes Norm promise that if anything happens to him, Norm would deliver the artifact to his grandson. And before you ask, no, the artifact doesn't actually have a name for itself, it's just the artifact. Could have called it a chia pad or the Emperor's left nut or something, I don't know. I love Norm's reaction here. Even he has the face of fear going, oh my god, these things are gonna haunt me way after these movies finally end. So, wanna guess how the lemmings save Norm and Jen?
Yeah, just a tip. If you get thirsty, don't eat the yellow snow.
You know, getting mad at the lemmings for pissing and shit, it's kind of pointless if you think about it. It's like, I chose to watch Norm of the North 3 or 4. It's kind of like intentionally pushing your car off a cliff and suddenly being mad that my car's on fire. It's like, do I really have a right to be?
The melting was good, but there's too much cracking.
Save this!
Safe and sound.
Well, that was really nice of the cave-in to have a timeout so they could do that. That was really nice of the cave-in to make a bridge so they both could get out alive. This is the most bipolar cave-in I've ever seen. So Norm picks up Jen in order to get him across the bridge and leaves the artifact behind because he's a fucking idiot.
Wouldn't want to have to do that again.
The artifact?
Got it right?
You already have a whole subplot devoted to some bullshit wedding. Do we really need more padding like this? So Norm and Jen escape the cave, but are soon discovered by Dexter, who is, oh, let me guess, is British, has a mustache, has evil pet animals for some reason, and is basically the most cookie-cutter, stereotypical adventure movie villain ever?
I say, not looking so good, old chap. Oh, I'll have that artifact if you don't mind.
Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone.
Do what?
Because I f***ing called it!
And no, you may not have the artifact.
Ha ha! You don't really want old Jin to get hit with a venom dart, do you?
Wait, what'd you call it?
You don't really want old Jin to get hit with a venom dart, do you?
Okay, am I the only person who has never, ever heard anybody call it a venom dart gun? Because last time I checked, it's a poison dart gun. I mean, sure, technically venom is the right term, but it's poison dart gun, right? I'm not the only one here who thinks that, right? It's poison dart gun. What?
These particular darts are soaked in the venom of my trained Komodo dragons, Mayhem and Chaos.
What? Komodo dragon venom? They're not venomous.
Impressive. Every word in that sentence was wrong.
No, they're not. They're not venomous. Now, I've heard somewhere else that their bite is deadly, but it's not because of venom. It's something in their saliva, but it's not venom. Here, let's do some research here real quick. Okay, so it's kind of debatable whether or not Komodo dragons are venomous. Yes, their saliva is deadly, but it's because of the deadly bacteria that infects the wound of the animal it bites. Venom, on the other hand, is a destructive chemical that destroys body tissue and cells, so it's kind of in the air about whether or not they're actually venomous. You can argue they are venomous, but then again you can argue they're not venomous. It's bacteria that kills its prey, not a destructive chemical that destroys body tissue and cells. So I'm gonna lean and say they're not venomous. But honestly guys, my real problem with this is, why doesn't Dexter just use a real fucking gun? Wouldn't it make this, like, way easier? Komodo dragon venom could take hours or even days to kill its prey. A gun, on the other hand? Pretty fucking quick. Oh, that's right, I forgot. This is a kids movie. We can't have guns in a kids movie. Yep. God forbid a child see a gun literally anywhere in their lives. God forbid.
Yeah, he's got your eyes.
And my nose.
That line heavily implies that I actually gave birth to these Komodo dragons. And I did. I did give birth to these Komodo dragons. Don't ask me how I did it. Don't ask me where the mother is. Don't at me, bro. I just did it. They just emerged out of my nutsack so pleasantly, and I loved every second of it. Oh god, this joke went off the rails.
Their venom is highly toxic. In his weakened state, Jin's chances of surviving would be, I don't know, about 0.
I mean, granted, with a real gun, I could probably just end things right now, but we must think of the children. I mean, it's not like I'm a villain. It's not like I'm actually trying to kill someone. We must think of the children.
Are these rodents your henchmen? Your muscle?
I have a gun, sort of, so let me stomp on the lemmings. Yeah, just stomp the shit out of them. So after some shenanigans with the lemmings, Dexter uses some really weird sci-fi thing that doesn't even belong in this movie, and he just gasses Norm and Jen to sleep. Even though, like, 2 minutes ago, he was perfectly fine with killing them with his venom dart gun. I get this is a kid's film. I get we can't just kill people like that. And I get that they're the main protagonist. But fuck you. So after waking up, Norm takes Jin back home so he can rest up from his injuries.
I'm sure you were all worried, me being gone all night after venturing to the mysterious Misty Mountain Glacier.
Not really.
It's confirmed. Norm's kids are just as much assholes as the wolf pups. Someone please get Bobsha to review these shit films so I don't have to suffer alone.
I said I'd deliver an old artifact for my human friend Jin to his grandson in Beijing.
Okay, Norm, what drugs are you taking up here in the North Pole? And more importantly, where can I get some?
But surely all that can wait until after the wedding.
Nope.
I've got it covered, Pops. I'll take charge. I mean, I am your oldest and next in line to be king.
I guess. Sure. Okay, Quinn. You're in charge.
I mean, of course, we could always have the mom be put in charge, what with her being the queen of the kingdom and all. Oh, but that's right, I forgot. This is a Splash Entertainment movie. You know what that means? Women suck! Speaking of the mom, guess how many lines the mom has in this movie? Well, in the first movie, she had, what, like 4 lines? In the last one, a couple more, like 8 or 9. But in this movie, try 0. Like, a big fat 0. Yeah, nothing at all. She's not even in this fucking movie. Yeah, she doesn't even appear until the very end of this movie. Now, granted, the wife isn't the focus of any of these movies, but I really would like for the queen to have some goddamn responsibility. So just at that moment, Dexter has stolen the rabbit's helicopter, who I have no sympathy for at this point. But Norm is able to catch up with Dexter by you won't fucking believe it. So, let me see if I processed that correctly. He flew to the helicopter. Basically, that's basically what happened. That fat ass flew to the helicopter. Fat ass can do parkour, he can fly, but he doesn't do steps. He can't do steps without falling on his fat ass. Sure. Sure, why not? Why not? Hey everybody, it's Razor. Sorry to stop the video so spontaneously like that, but I just want to let you guys all know that I am deleting my official RaisorBlade Facebook page, mainly because I just don't really use it that much. Like, there really isn't much here to do for me, so yeah, I'm just getting rid of it. But don't be alarmed, because now I officially have a Twitter page! Yay! Finally! Now I'm just like everyone else in the world. I finally have a Twitter page. Yeah, I guess the reason why I never made a Twitter page before is because I just didn't really care about Twitter, and if we're being honest here, I'll probably never use this too, but I know a lot of people prefer Twitter over Facebook, so I am going to have a Twitter page and stuff like that. So, yeah, if you're interested, you can come and check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link in the description to it, so you can follow me there, I guess, if that's how Twitter works, because I have no idea how Twitter works. I have no clue. Like I said, I don't know. I don't do Twitter. I don't really do this sort of thing. But also, another thing I wanted to point out, on my actual official Facebook page, like my personal Facebook page, I get fans who want to send me friend requests and stuff like that. Just keep in mind, I'm not accepting friend requests from people anymore who are fans. Like, this isn't anything personal or anything like that, but it's just that I get a lot of people, like, sending me all these personal questions and stuff like that kind of irritate me and, you know, like, kind of cross the line in a bit some places. And I've even had a girl, like, try to, like, call me for, like, sex and stuff like that, and I don't want to get involved in all that. So, yeah, so if you guys see this Facebook page, sorry if you're a fan, nothing personal, but I'm not accepting your friend request. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. You can follow me on Twitter. That's fine. But, yeah, Facebook, no, I'm not being friends anymore. So, I mean, I'm not going to unfriend anybody who's a fan who I've accepted already, but at this point in time, yeah, I'm officially done accepting friend requests from fans. So, I just wanted to get this out there, let you all know out there. It's nothing personal. It's just that some people have been taking advantage of that, and I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm not saying any lines were officially crossed, except for that one girl who tried the sex thing. I know you. I know who you are. Shame on you. But, yeah, outside of that, yeah, I'm just not really for that sort of thing. I'm not about that life. So, yeah, if you're interested, you can follow me on Twitter. As for Facebook, sorry, guys. It's done. So, just want to let you guys know all that. Sorry for interrupting you guys. Sorry for boring the crap out of you. With that being said, let's carry on with the review. Also, send me your fan art. Oh, Jesus, they're on my leg. Why won't you fuckers die? Why won't you fuckers die? So Norm is able to get into the helicopter without Dexter knowing. Yeah, somehow. But get this. When he does get inside, Norm decides to take a nap.
I just have to grab the artifact when the time is right. Which means this king is going to take a royal nap until then. Wake me when we're getting close.
Why in the fuck are you taking a nap? All you have to do is just open the door, rip Dexter's throat out, and take back the artifact. It'd be that fucking simple! You idiot! Oh, but what a shock! Dexter discovers Norm napping and pushes him out of the helicopter. Gee, who the hell saw that coming? Yeah, too bad for Dexter that for some reason in this one instance, the Lemmings are actually smarter than Norm is and they take over the helicopter. You know, the movie really thinks that by doing this, I'm actually going to end up liking the Lemmings more than Norm. Well, it's wrong! I hate everyone now. I mean, I always hated them, but yeah, I hate them even more now.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, he eats fish. Yeah. So again, first movie. What was the fucking point? What was the point? Meanwhile, while you're wondering how a bear was able to survive a fall like that, his fat ass cushioned the fall. That's how fat he is. He's fat. Fatty McFatty. We cut back to our subplot where Quinn is acting king and is also acting like a dick. Huh, guess he takes after his uncle.
You're not my king, Quinn. And anyhow, you're only acting king. And kinda acting like a jerk on top of it.
I am? Oh. Nevertheless, I am to be obeyed.
Now, normally this would be the part where Quinn would realize he's kind of being an asshole and should really lighten up while being an asshole. But then I remembered that I'm watching a Norm with the North movie, and as a result, everyone's an asshole. You assholes! But through sheer bullshit, I shit you not, Norm is able to get back onto the helicopter and begins fighting Dexter over the artifact, which is something he should have done from the very beginning.
No! You wouldn't dare drop it.
You're right. But I'd sure throw it! Oh! No! Or pretend to, anyhow.
Well, thank God that Dexter's just a bland, one-note villain who only cares about money. Otherwise, he would have been too smart to fall for that. And also, thank goodness that parachutes are heavier than people here, because otherwise, Dexter wouldn't be able to survive what Norm did perfectly fine earlier.
Those sacks should make for a soft landing.
Here, let me guess. He's not going to land on the sacks. He's not going to land on the sacks. He's not going to land on the sacks. Of course he's not going to land on the sacks because funny joke.
Any landing's a good landing.
Are you sure about that, man? I'm pretty sure the people of Flight 93 would disagree with you. So, after dealing with Dexter, Norm heads to Beijing while Quinn gets everything ready for the wedding.
I will make a sculpture of the beautiful bride and groom.
You can sculpt?
That is how I earned a living while in business school.
Business school? He went to fucking business school? Oh, what am I talking about? Of course he went to fucking business school. Why else wouldn't the hair fucking go to business school? Fuck! So, since this is a cliche as hell adventure film, it only makes sense that the artifact is able to open up some secret thing that hasn't been seen in a long time, and inside of that secret thing is a bunch of valuable treasure. And yet, for some reason, we still don't have a name for the artifact. Like, for real, Emperor's Left Nut. It would have worked fine. Also, I love the fact that Norm, a giant freaking polar bear, is able to just walk into a university and nobody gives a shit. Well, to be fair, if the rabbit can go to law school, Norm can go through a college. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done with that shit.
And we've delivered the artifact safe and... As I was saying, safe and sound.
That thing survived being thrown out of an airplane. I wasn't that worried about it. Also, tee-hee, he's fat. He fell down the stairs. Again.
I had forgotten how beautiful it is.
Isn't it, though?
Wait, what? How in the fuck did Dexter beat Norm to Beijing? Oh, he used a motorboat that was just conveniently there for him. Still though, how did he make it to Beijing before sunset? How did Norm make it there before sunset? Man, this movie fucks with time more than Dragon Ball does.
Allow me to introduce you to chaos and mayhem.
Somebody asked for this. Somebody asked for a Norm of the North sequel. Somebody had to ask for a Norm of the North sequel. And for some reason they got it. For some unknown reason they got it. Why? So Dexter and his children, and yes, I am calling the dragons his children because it's just way funnier that way, steal the artifact from Norm and Shen, and Dexter makes off with it, leaving Norm and Shen alone with the two predators. So, quick question, guys. Why doesn't Norm try and talk to the dragons? even if it wouldn't work in the end, wouldn't it make sense for Norm to try and talk to the dragons and try to work out a solution between them? You know, now that I think about it, the dragons don't talk at all. Come to think of it, a lot of animals don't talk at all. Let's think about that for a moment. It's already confusing how Norm, his son Quinn, and his grandfather can all talk to humans with no rational explanation, but when you really think about it, the animal world in Norm of the North is even more confusing than we thought. Some animals like polar bears, caribou, birds, and rabbits can all speak words to each other, but seals, lemmings, and whales can't. Sure, they communicate, though not with words, but instead with simple expressions. Which begs the question, how come they can't talk the same way other animals can? Why can we understand the polar bears, birds, caribou, and rabbits in this world, but not the whales, seals, and lemmings? And then you have these Komodo dragons, which not only don't talk, but act more like savages, if anything. So what's up with that, Norm of the North? How come the mammals and birds are being depicted as smarter animals, while the reptiles are shown off as stupid, bloodthirsty monsters? That's racist! Yeah, that's pretty damn racist, Norm of the North! Of course, this is a Splash Entertainment movie, so shouldn't be surprised. So, using the lemmings as bait, and probably hoping they actually get eaten in the process, Norm and Chen escape the dragons and try to beat Dexter to the treasure. We then get this weird scene involving monkeys, and I don't know why. The monkeys don't help them later on. We don't see them become dragon food. What gives? Oh, I guess the movie just needed 2 more minutes of fluff. You're already 44 minutes longer than you need to be, movie. Fuck off! So Norm and Chen make it to where the treasure is hidden, but find that Dexter has beaten them to it. Oh, so what you're saying is that a helicopter is faster than a speedboat. Yeah, can we replay my temper tantrum from before and put it on a loop, please? Thank you! Take that, Norm of the North. I hope these pebbles mildly annoy you.
Again, the laws of physics!
Physics schmizics!
I got a whole franchise coming my way. If there's anything I'm good at, it's doing things that no one believes in. So, cutting back to the subplot, yeah, we're not doing that much now, are we? And Quinn, unsurprisingly, is being a dick.
Up for the love of...
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. This movie ain't half bad. So, entering the cave, Norm and Chen face against the most predictable of booby traps like spikes shooting out of the walls, collapsing floors that fall into lava, and of course, a giant ball of death. Congratulations, Norm of the North. You've actually seen one Indiana Jones movie. Good job, movie. You get a cookie. No, I'm just kidding. You don't get a cookie. You get a fuck you. A big fuck you. Fuck you. So, after passing the traps, Norm and Chen meet up with Dexter as he holds them at gunpoint. Oh wait, my bad. What I meant to say was Venom Dart Point. Yeah, you see how dumb that sounds?
So you sold out your partner, his entire country, and your principles for a little money?
No, a lot of money.
I'm about as bland and as typical as these villains tend to get in these kind of adventure films, Norm. You see, we are watching a Norm of the North movie, don't you know? I mean, to come to a Norm of the North movie hoping for good writing and complexity and originality, it's like playing Red Dead Redemption 2 all the way to the end and not expect to cry. It's just not going to happen, old chap. No. There's no way I'm letting you get away with that movie. No fucking way. There is no way in hell the Komodo dragons will be able to track Norm and Chen all this fucking way and get here in time. Bullshit! Last time we saw them, they got knocked out and Norm and Chen were long gone. How on earth did these two not only find them, but also come all this way so fast?
Seems that whatever you did to them earlier has made them eager for some payback.
Yeah, even he doesn't know what the hell happened. You know, this movie has some serious shit in it, but that is some serious bullshit. So, deciding to just punch his way through, Norm actually gets bitten by one of the lizards in the process, and nothing happens. Like, yeah, nothing happens to him at all. So much for being venomous. Now, I'm not mad over the fact that Norm isn't going to die. Oh wait, yeah, that's exactly the reason why I'm mad. Norm isn't going to die! So after trapping Norm in a cage, Dexter places the artifact on a pedestal because of course there's a fucking pedestal, but for some reason it doesn't open up.
The 9 cauldrons represent honor. So too, only a person of honor, in both word and deed, may access the treasure within the mountain. Looks like you're out of luck, Dexter. Since you have no honor, the mountain has rejected you.
So what you're saying is, the mountain is kind of alive. That's pretty stupid. I mean, it's kind of what I expect from a Norm of the North movie at this point, but yeah, that's still pretty fucking stupid. Forcing Chen to use the Emperor's left nut, the door finally opens and... That is not a venom dart, asshole. That's some bullshit from Star Wars. You're not fooling me. So finally, Norm does what he should have done back on the helicopter and kicks Dexter's ass. And as for the lizards... they're dealt with. Let's just leave it at that.
My grandfather told me you're only as good as your word. But I guess that also means your word is only as good as you are.
Oh, enough of the whole keeping your word shtick, will ya? It's obnoxious. A real king always keeps his word. Fuck off and shut up. So Norm and Chen enter the temple and finally get to see all of the treasures hidden within. They also get to see a giant hole in the side of the mountain that anyone can enter into. Why in the fuck do you need an artifact to enter this hidden temple when there's a giant hole in the side of the mountain that you could just walk into with no problems whatsoever? It's like this whole fucking thing, this movie, the fighting, the artifact, all pointless. All fucking pointless. 90 minutes of suffering, pointless. A perfect allegory for a Norm of the North sequel, isn't it? Oh, but just when you think the movie's over and we're gonna cut straight to the wedding, nope, turns out we still have 10 minutes left. And what are we gonna do with that 10 minutes? More shenanigans involving the helicopter and Norm's ass. You know, I really think the people at Splash Entertainment really know what kids deserve. Really. Really? Really? But of course they make it in time for the wedding, everything goes off without a hitch, Quinn gets punished for being a dick to everyone, and now we get to wait patiently for the next Norm of the North sequel whenever the hell it comes out. And given the rate that they are coming out, that'll probably be by the end of this year. And that was Norm of the North 3, or 4, King-Sized Adventure. And despite everything I've said about it, it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. It really wasn't. Now, don't get me wrong, this movie is still dumb. Very, very, very dumb. But when you look at the other Norm movies that have come out so far, it's nowhere near as stupid or as incompetent as those were. This movie, at the very least, did have some good animation and backgrounds for a direct-to-video sequel, and in some places, they actually tried to retcon some of the problems with the first movie. But, again, it's still a Norm of the North sequel, and it really does show. Of course, with that being said, it's mostly just what you'd expect at this point. Stupid characters, confusing world building, piss and fart jokes, you'll find all those things here aplenty. But when looking at this franchise as a whole, I honestly think this is the best Norm of the North movie so far. Of course, if you know how bad the other two movies are, you'll know that's not saying much. But as a Norm of the North movie goes, it's surprisingly decent for a Norm of the North movie. But as for what it is in its own right, like its predecessors before it, I'm throwing this one to the Bears. Now, if you will excuse me, since I said something good about a Norm of the North movie for once in my life, I am now being forced to drink this. My name is RaisorBlade, and as always, rock on.
Goodbye.
one for all.